I've had the Gold Fox Mini Monster for over a year now, and I want to give you a good review of how it's holding up, what I like, what I don't like, and I want to compare it against the Infinity Prospecting Devin Gold's patented Vortex Drop Riffle. I want to compare it against that to see which one is better at getting the super, super fine flower gold. So let's get started. I've had the Gold Fox Mini Monster for about a year, and I'll give you my year review on it. What I like and perhaps what I don't like. One of the things I don't like is when you put up these legs, it doesn't go easy. See how it scratches that right there? Not a big deal, but it does go. Legs seem to be holding up pretty well. I don't see any rust or anything. That side always came out easy. I think I'm a little bit corroded, but not so bad. That's to be expected. Now this I put in. I put it in for a different mat that I will show you. The mats that come with it work well. Just let me go right in. But like I said, this did not come with it right here, this piece. But I put it in to show you what's going to work on the next mat. What I like about this is you can interchange the mats. I'm gonna get one of these guys that I love. And it goes right in. And there you go. Pretty nice. Pretty easy. Definitely a plus. But we're going to start off. Now I think we'll just use these. Because with the material I'm using, 1/4 inch stuff, this should work pretty good. It should capture just about all the small stuff. One of the coolest things about the Gold Fox is the batteries. When one battery runs out, pop out the old one, put in the new one. If you do any work at home, any construction or anything like that, you're gonna recognize these batteries. Just plugs in. You can see the little lights are on in there, orange lights. Means that it is ready to go. So let's hook her up. Hooks up. Right here. Purchased another bag of the Quikrete Ace Hardware tube sand because the gold I find in that is super fine flower gold, and it would be terrific material to run our tests. I wear a respirator at this stage because a lot of this tube sand is powdered quartz, powdered silicon, and when it comes out, like dust, it's actually powdered razor shards of glass that you're going to inhale in your lungs, and it is terrible for you. So whenever I'm dealing with this stuff, or I grind rock up, I always put my mask on to protect my lungs. I simply wet it down so I can take the mask off. I'm classifying the material down to 1/4 inch, because I found out, at least for me, that 1/4 inch is the perfect size to run through these devices. So it looks like the material is already at mostly a 1/4 inch or less. So I'm going to stop at this point and start with the sluices.
We put in the surfactant to break the water retention. A lot of the gold that we're getting, at least on the East Coast, is really small. And that stuff floats. A few drops of this, you'd be good to go. Put that in just a second. That's all you need. You can adjust the level as low as you need it. Your speed is adjusted right here. You hear it going faster. No, we don't want that much. Even after you start the water, make sure you're still running level. Take down here. Good off. Sometimes that happens when you start. It's good up here. Over here, it's a little off. Well, right there looks good. This level is not the best. Right there looks okay. All right, the level's fine. The water, though, I think it's going a little bit slow. All right. I think we're ready to start processing. Check your water speed to make sure everything's clearing out, except the heavy stuff. And the distribution is good. It appears to be okay. There's not too much on one side. There's like an equal distribution of the material. But I still don't think it's clearing out fast enough. Let's increase the speed just a little bit. We're going to scoop in. You don't have to bring it down to 1/4 inch. You can pretty much use any size you want on this thing. But all this is mostly 1/4 inch or less anyway, so that works. It's clearing it out okay. As long as these aren't filling up. Now these are filling up a little bit. But these aren't, because the water's faster down here. Maybe a shade faster. All right. This looks good. See that? Still a nice even distribution. We've done about a half a bucket of the material. So I think that it is time for a clean out, and then we'll do the other half. I'm going to make this second container my clean out container. Yes, that's right. It requires more surfactant. That's good enough. A little surfactant. Well, you got to stir it no more than that. Very clean. Now I don't expect to see any because our gold is so small. I won't see it until we pan it. In there. I'd like to get what's left over here in here. Let's do this. All right, it's up here. There we go. And we'll just turn it on, let it clean itself out. Here you go, on the sun. That's concentrates from the first run. Now let's knock out the second. The surfactant level seems to be okay, so let's go ahead and put the mats back in.
I changed back to the original mats because I wanted to make it fair so that we can test out those mats as well as the upgraded mats.
And this is why I really like the Gold Fox. Things just slide right back in so quickly. And you are good to go. Let's do it. These are total concentrates so far from both batches. Nice dark, nice and dark. We have clean water, yay. It's not fast, it's gonna get muddy pretty fast though. We got about 25% of the bucket left. All right, we'll let it run for a couple minutes and see what we got. One of the few things I don't like is getting the battery out. It does not come out easy. Oh, actually, there it goes. Other times I've like struggled with it. But hey, go ahead, prove me wrong. Cleanup of the Gold Fox is simple. Done. Thing's light. Normally I just let it dry, but to show you how easy it is, and check this out. Let's go ahead and put it down. That. It fits in my duffel bag when I go out prospecting. Tighten. Done. Mini Monster. Gold Fox. I don't leave home without it. It is right now my go-to system when I go out to the field. Did we get gold? Let's find out. Oops, almost forgot. Gotta put the surfactant in. There we go. So it turns out that, I've been using this periodically during my videos, but I've been doing it wrong. I have been doing it this way. And someone said, you're better off doing it this way. Then you can see a lot better. I thought about it, and you know who you are. Thank you. Appreciate it. This is one of those things that you do underwater. You go back and forth. Right now we're trying to get the heavies to sink to the bottom. So I shake to get it to go to the bottom. Heavies to the bottom, lights to the top, and slowly bend it towards me. Oh, so slowly. You can see it's starting to move. If it doesn't get caught in that first deep ripple, it'll get caught in the second or the third. can see it, but it's starting to run through now. I envy those guys that get the big nuggets and the big flakes. But you know, up here in Maryland, we don't see much of that. Occasionally, but usually it's that flour, the really fine stuff. The stuff I show you guys with a microscope. Looks like a lot, but it's all magnified. What you can do occasionally, if you want it, feel more comfortable, go like this, shake it all back in, and do it again. So a lot of it out. This thing floats, it's very easy. All right, keep going. The cool thing is it's done underwater. Makes a lot of sense if you think about it. What we do is we go, or at least I do, is I go pretty much to the vertical position. Right about there. Knock it back inside. See all those darks going in. Ooh, come on. There we go. A big heavy container. Right down to this. Do the same thing, shake it back and forth. Get some of the bigger stuff out. Shake it back in. It's a laborious process for sure. Let's see if I can get a better angle here. Oh, that's better. Should have gone there in the first place. What you can't see is on this end there's actually some little riffles there. I think they put those there as sort of an afterthought. Because I know people do this differently, but you know, pick the method that works for you and stick to it. Yeah, I'm going to take some time and pull back on this though. This is going to take some time. I'll bring you guys back when I get just a little bit closer. Oh, I see something poking out there. Did y'all see that? A little sparkle right there. Yep. Real fine stuff. Yep. All right. I'll get better pictures for you.
There is about 50 pieces of flour gold here. Some are a little bit bigger than others, but very small, but they're there. So I want to show you how light this thing is and how easily it packs into the backpack for going out into the field.
It's that easy. Simple and light.
we're going to take all the concentrates that were the outputs of the Gold Fox, and we're going to run it through Devin Gold's micro sluice and see if the Devin Gold micro sluice can pick up anything. If it picks up a lot, it means that the Gold Fox did not do too well. But if it picks up nothing, then it means the Gold Fox did fantastic. So let's go. You got to get the bubbles out. Gold will shoot right over it. I'm not happy with the wordplay. I think that's the battery or the pump. I don't know. Wait 1 sec. I'll go check it out. 24 hours later, we charge the batteries up. Let's go. Woo! Make a mess. There we go. So there's not much in this one. 1 teaspoon in at a time. Make sure it's wet. Let it clear out a little bit. I always wait until these are like half full right here. When you first put it in, it's going to be almost totally full. It's going to swirl around, leaving the gold if there is any. You know, one thing I forgot to look for was if there's any magnetite in here. Let's see. There is. Let's see. Put that right there. Get something to put it in. Wait till this is halfway out, halfway empty. Let's see if I can get a better shot for you. See these? When they're halfway empty, you put in your next teaspoon.
Right there. It looks like it's one or two tiny little specks in its first pass. Let's go do the next size. Time to run the next size through. Do it. We'll check it out. There's some very, very, very fine gold. Real flower gold at the very top of this batch. I'll use better pictures later on. Super fine flower gold. And keep in mind, I'm taking this picture with a macro lens, which is why I can't separate it from the darker sands. But I've circled the gold pieces that are out there. Give you some idea. So who's the winner? Is it Devin Gold's Micro Sluice? Or the Gold Fox Backpack Series Mini Sluice? Well, that depends. There's two answers to that question. If you live in an area that's predominantly flower gold, like Maryland, although we occasionally get something bigger, it's mostly flower gold, then I would have both of them. Bring the Gold Fox out to the field, get all the stuff you need, extract the gold that you can, then take the concentrates home, reclassify them, run them through Devin Golds. You will get all the flower gold. But if you're from an area with like no flower gold, all you need is the Mini Monster. Getting the other one, waste of time. This is going to get everything you need. So that's my answer, twofold. Flower gold area, both. Non-flower gold area, just gold, this one. See you out in the field.